Hello guys, and welcome to episode 10 of our Factorio tutorials. Hope you're all doing really well today. We are going to be looking at green science today. I'm just going to make this a quick video today. It's not going to be as long as some of the other ones. I've noticed some of my videos do run quite long. If they do run too long, guys, please do let me know. Let me know in the description down below what your thoughts are. In the comments, I apologize. What your thoughts are about the length of videos? Are they too long? Are they too much information to take in? Are they too basic? Do you want me to move forward a little bit faster? What I have done in order to do that is I have, if you watched the last episode, we increased our power. So all I did is replicate what we did in the same thing. And I just increased it loads, so I won't have a problem with power for a while. If I click on a power line, it shows we're kicking out 28.8 megawatts, and we're only using 2.8, so we're using like 10% of our power. What else did we do? We haven't done much here. We completed our furnace off just because of it was lacking a few electrics and things, but as you can see, a lot of this is dormant. It's not doing too much at the moment because of the track is literally that full. These aren't doing anything. Iron is doing the same thing, not really doing too much, just because it's quite dormant. But I did also go through the whole tree, and I researched everything which had just red science while we were waiting. So everything now requires green science and red science in order to progress in the game. So one thing I have done is, if I go up onto my track, here's our little science lab. I have our green feed here. I'll show you why this is allowed, because normally you'd key, as I said, the key before was 4 and 4. I'll show you why this is allowed this time around. Because of it's going backwards, you're not building anything down like here. You wouldn't put anything here, so you're not going to take a feed off any lines before that. The same's going to apply here. You're not going to take a feed off this point, so these will never have to cross these, because this is all expandable going down. Everything, that's the idea, is everything can be expanded down off the feeds that you give it. So for this, you could expand it going down by building like another circuit board, one there, assembler there, and another one there. And then just take the lines going down a bit further. But we're going to get into our green science. Now, green science is quite a simple recipe. Which can get to this. It's quite a simple recipe. It's tracks and it is inserters. Tracks and inserters. Now, in the last episode, we did go over the logistics of how to make a little system which makes tracks, undergrounds, splitters, and inserters. But because this is our reserve, this is what we use when we need tracks. We just come up to it, we just click on the chest, we just grab some inserters, we just grab some splitters, such and such. We don't want to take anything from that. That is literally to produce so we can use. So what I've done here is I've actually made a new section where we take a split. This is in the blueprint, so I've done a blueprint for it, guys, so you can grab that from the description below. I've taken a split of iron that comes down and goes into 2, and it makes 2 sets of cogs, purely because of there's 2 things we need and they both need cogs. So I made 2 machines that make cogs. I brought our green circuit board feed down because that has to be used to make inserters. So what we end up doing is taking the iron split from here, going down, because obviously iron is also needed for these 2. So we make our cogs here from one split. The other one comes down and is used to feed the inserters there and the belts here. The long inserters are to grab the cogs and put them into their representative or respective assemblers. And then you just have this little yellow inserter, which is feeding the green circuit. Because of these require green circuits in order to work. So that's constantly going, making... It doesn't seem like it's making many, but when you think this is making it... how fast does this make green circuits? So this is making them at like 0.5 seconds. I think because of... well, it's going to depend on this, actually, how many cogs it can take in at a time. But either way, it doesn't look like it's making many. But green science itself takes 6 seconds to craft. So it takes quite a while to craft just green science. So every time you feed this with the ingredients, it's taking 6 seconds. So this is why you want to build 12 of these. This should give you an estimate of 1 green science per second. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's estimated about 1 a second. Because of these take, obviously, green science is taking 6 seconds to craft. Once you've got your ingredients, is it 1 every half second? No, because these are having to transfer over 2 sets of ingredients. It's 2 inserters and 2 of these, I believe. But either way, 12. Make 12. If you can't do 12, do 6. You'll still get enough. And it doesn't look like many is feeding the system to start. It just doesn't look like many. But when you start taking the track up next to this, I could have built this a little bit further over, closer to the little assembly. But I do like to have spaces. You shouldn't feel like you're limited to areas. Like we've got our red science here. We've got our circuit science here. We've got a gap over there. We've got a gap here. Then we've got our logistics factory. We've got a gap here, which is quite big. And then we go into our green science. As you can see, everything is pulling off our main bus system, which is still flowing. And there's the tip again. Always make sure you balance out your tracks after you've used a feed off of it if it has 2. Because iron is it's used for like 1, 2, it's used for 4 different things there. Whereas the green circuit boards are only used for 1. It's actually not taking that many off the track. So this splitter isn't really doing much. Although this looks completely full, it's only moving 1 across every time this moves 1 in. The rest of them are staying on the main bus. So then we take all our green science up here. I've left some undergrounds here in case we want to move the tracks out a bit more and make some more cogs, because we could move this down, make some more of these, and basically extend this to twice the amount. So if we go along, zoom out, sorry, you can see how I've just carried it across all the way over to where our science labs are. Now, in the last episode I did also explain about the keeping everything on its own side. So what I've done here, I haven't connected it yet, is I've put an underground belt which just feeds to here, an underground belt there, which just feeds onto the opposite side of this red one. So because this is feeding into the same, the opposite side this red one is, that red will stay on the top side, and the green will stay on the bottom side. So as soon as I connect this up here, you'll see it come through, and then come under and attach to this. And then these will insert into their factories. So it goes up to most of 2. As you can see, 2, 2 and 2. The reason these have more is because I physically put them in. 2 and 2, 2 and 2. So now, anything I want to research that has green and red, I can. There are loads of things that I'd suggest going to have a look at and researching. it depends where we want to go and take this. I would suggest at some point, make sure you've got the engines done. Solar panels are pretty good. Make sure you get your electricity done quite early on, and we will be building up to this. So this is what you want to kind of start going down. So if you are waiting for the next episode to come out, where we will probably track down how to do oil, maybe, because oil is a big masterclass. It'll probably take a couple of episodes to actually go over oil, or I'll do one big episode itself. You could go down that route, or you can go down the route of actually starting to make trains and play around with them. We'll have to do another episode just on trains, how you can use trains and train systems, how you can use stops efficiently. If you're playing this in a non-passive mode, you can go down the route of increasing your weaponry. But yeah, I think for now, I'm just going to start researching some engines. As you can see, there you go. The green science and the red science are all working together. And these inserters will continuously pull from the same track, whatever it needs at the time. So if it needs a red one, it'll pull a red one. If it needs a green one, it'll pull a green one. If this one needs a green, it'll pull a green from there and pass it along. So yeah, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a subscription on here. We are trying to hit a goal of 450 subscribers before my birthday, which is on Saturday. Also guys, if you haven't checked out my Dyson Sphere videos, please go and check them out. I'm doing a bit of a playthrough / tutorial on them. It's more of a playthrough than a tutorial because of I'm getting myself to grips with the game as well. But really appreciate, guys. We're going to be doing a giveaway once we hit 500 subscribers on this channel. We're going to be doing a giveaway, which should take us up to trying to push for 1,000 subscribers on the channel. But guys, thumbs up, comments, join the Discord, follow me on Twitter. All the links are in the description below, guys, and the blueprint library for this. There we go. Our green science blueprint is going to be in the description down below, along with all the other blueprints that we've done for this episode. So with this series, guys. So thanks so much for watching. Appreciate, and I'll catch you next time.